what about the possibility of something just happening, a misunderstanding? In August last year, a US spy plane was harassed by a Chinese fighter jet whilst on a maritime surveillance mission on the South China Sea. 20th of May this year, another US spy plane flying over China's artificial islands received a radio challenge by Chinese military. So do you accept that a collision could just happen through some misunderstanding?
I hope not. Because, what China is doing is on the basis of the reefs, which belong to China, we reclaim some land. Nothing wrong. US is not happy to send a spy plane over there. We say, okay, this is not your business. Please go away. It
is their business because, as the US Defense Secretary Ashton Carter has just reiterated, the United States will remain the principal security power in the Asia-Pacific for decades to come. He says this is what the reality after the Second World War, that the United States is the key power in the region. Is that right?
US is a very important power to this area. However, what is at stake is a territorial dispute. United States is not party to this dispute. US may voice some views. That's US business. We, as party concerned, we are negotiating a COC. We all said we have to resolve these differences through diplomatic means.
When you say COC, you mean some kind of understanding?
Yeah, code of conduct.
Code of conduct,
yes.
What would happen, though, if the US, because it is very concerned, try to prevent further development of the islands, because they say that you're turning them into military facilities, because we know that, as a recent defence strategy paper in China has said, that China wants to become a strong maritime power?
I don't know whether US is in position to do that. I repeat to say, these reefs belong to China.
We get that point, yes. But I'm just asking you, obviously...
And we are doing something over there. That does not concern US. Why US should take action to prevent China from doing that? But they have no legal rights to do it.
Is Beijing challenging the US dominance of the Asia-Pacific?
US is playing a very important role. Up till now, China has never done anything to challenge US. It's the opposite happened. But I think this is...
Could it challenge the US to become...
China?
Yeah, China. Does China want to become the dominant power in the Asia-Pacific region?
No, I think we do not seek dominance in this part of the world. The world has changed. Why seek the dominance? I think this is a superpower mentality. China does not share that kind of mentality.
So because a senior Chinese colonel, Wang Jin, said at a recent news conference, China has made it a strategic goal to become a maritime power. Therefore, we need to build a strong navy. Offshore waters defence alone can no longer provide effective defence of the country's maritime interests.
Yeah,
That sounds like superpower talk.
No, China is not a superpower. China has engaged in the modernization of the country. If you look at the history of modernization of all countries around the world, defense is part of modernization program. China is no exception. So since we are modernizing China, defense are part of it, we need also a strong navy. China's interests are expanding across the world. We need to defend our interests.
So everybody
is doing that. Okay. China is also doing that. Okay. Nothing wrong.